peace and unity. And Livestock Minister Onyoti Adigo appeals for hospitality towards returnees and refugees in SSBC. I am Mathiang Joseph. We begin our news for this afternoon with Vice President Dr. James Wanega encouraging Bari community and reconciliation in the country. Dr. Iga made his remarks during the commemoration of the 10th anniversary of the Langyet Naliliet at Nyayeng Buma Youth Association. Alex Suwaka says the motive of the event is to reminding the communities about their cultural values and norms.
Jubanabare village is known by people of South Sudan. Today, I want to salute our elders. One of them, Daniel Jumi Tongun of Jubanabare, who struggled for the history of South Sudan.
Juba County. Kelina Silu Kalam Sultan Wonusule. Ikram de muhim. Alela wedi uniti au isa langet kelina iktaramu. Bura Bujibu ni tani kama. Wana der kulu muktama ta Juba, Central Gotoria. Kelina binu muktama alfobo ikram wa muhabba bija.
والفرقة القيادة بتاعونت لكم لونياين لكل دودوف ومنازل عملوا شغل كبير جدا على بتاعنا كباري ده شرف كبير لأنك مكتب بتاع شباب بتاع بلد تانيين عشان نقدر نحتفل بيوم ده.
Moving to a will where the odds.
President Hussein Abdul Baghi Ai Akol attended the second edition of Cultural Gala dubbed as Dangan.
نحن السنة اللي فات قدمنا دعوة للسيد الرئيس والرئيس كان وعد إنه يجي لكن مع ظروف بتاع قادم في نفس الزمن يجي عشان يحضر معنا المنشط ده لأنه بيبقى منشط كبير.
The Speaker of Council of States, Right Honorable Deng Deng Akon, said South.
الأجنبية الما تخالينا القديم.
While the National Ministers of Investment, Dr. Diu Mathog, and of Trade and Industry, William Manyon, expressed their views of taking Dany Ariagriak to the national level.
We want to expose the South Sudanese cultures, and that is why I'm thinking instead of doing it as the people of Northern Barkazal alone, we want to do it as a national.
That people can actually know the culture that we have, the beautiful culture that we have in South Sudan.
Meanwhile, Governor Tonga Ken Ngor of Northern Bahr al Ghazali State called for social cohesion among the diverse communities and social cohesion. Victor Elias for SSBC News, Awil Center County, Northern Bahr al Ghazali State.
Speaking at the same event, the state government.
The bill to make it to be for all Northern Bahr al Ghazal, not to be in a specific place like Ariagriak alone. And also, it is for all of us, and to maintain peace in Northern Bahr al Ghazal, and also to extend the coexisting peace we have here to our.
الثقافة دي أهم ركيزة بتاعت الشعوب، إنه الشعب المجتمع اللي ما قاعد تحافظ على ثقافتها ده مجتمع ما عندهم مستقبل.
وهذه داني أرياغرياغ بيعاني كثيرا من
وده يا اخو الشيء اللي بيجيب لنا السلام والوحده في البلد بتاعتنا هنا، فده يا اخو السبب ان احنا بنعمل ده، ومش قبيله برا، وفي قبائل معانا وبجينا ضيوف من خارج السودان، من خارج جنوب السودان ومن المحافظات، مش قبيله أرياغرياغ براو، نحن ما شاء الله من كل قبائل.
Our own as Northern Bahr al Ghazal as South Sudanese, and that is why we are here today. This one.
crossing to Wa, where the Deputy Speaker of the Transitional National Legislative Assembly is still in Conservation and Tourism. Rizk Zakaria Hassan has called upon South Sudanese to embracing peaceful coexistence with one another. Minister Hassan was speaking
in Raja County of Western Bahar al-Ghazal State. In a Christmas celebration organized by the members on Tuesday, the Minister of Wildlife Conservation and Tourism, Rizk Zakaria Hassan, appeals to the communities in The community members showcased their cultures to demonstrate joy and happiness. Suleiman Kamis, who represents the chiefs, says cultural practice is one of their top priority.
وهذا البرنامج دي واحدة من برامجنا نحن كسلاطين في مستقبل القريب إن شاء الله بعد تكوين هيئة تنفيذية للسلاطين وجد قبول من كل المجتمع اللي حولنا، فلذلك نحن كنا حريصين كسلاطين إنه لازم في كل عام بمثل هذا اليوم لازم يكون في كرنفال سنوي.
The chairperson of Raja County in Juba, Awad Juma Aman, says the unity of the communities is critical towards achieving peace.
كل الرسل والأنبياء الجيش على عرش الأرض يحملون السلام، ليس لهم حروبات بل ينادون عن السلام، فلذا وجب علينا في مثل هذه الآيات أن نتصافى ونتسامح ونصبح كتلة واحدة لبناء هذا الوطن.
The chairperson of Mbaya Association, Albino Jalab, commended the members for supporting the event, which he described as a tool of unity.
المناسبة الدينية العظيمة لا هي فرصة نادرة لتجديد الأوصار والأخاوة والمحبة والاجتماع ولكي نراجع أنفسنا كمجتمعات بتاع غرب بحر الغزال بصفة عامة ومجتمع بتاع مغادرة راجع بصفة.
Youth, women, elders, and intellectuals. Isaac Ludori Emmanuel, SSBC News, Juba.
Inspecting the general situation of the IDPs in Upper Nile State. For his part, the governor of Upper Nile State gave commitment of his administration in rendering humanitarian.
يمشي الماشي جنقولة يمشي الماشي بنتيو يمشي جيتوا بلدكم جيتوا لحالكم القاعدين في عدنيل ما عندكم سواء كان انت من السودان ولا انت من جنوب السودان ولا انت من عدنيل لكل ابناء عدنيل ربنا يسعدكم وان شاء الله نحن نكون معكم نكون جنبكم.
Still on the occasion of Christmas, the Presbyterian Church of Cholo congregation celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ on Monday. The parish priest, Reverend Simon Ngor, using the occasion to call for promotion of peace and reconciliation in the country. A number of prominent figures, including Luala Chwil, Dr. Antipas Daniel,
Presbyterian Church of South Sudan, Shallow Parish, celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ on Monday. Addressing the occasion, the parish love and forgiveness. Meanwhile, the guest of honor, Lualda, call all believers to embrace peace and nationwide.
الجمهورية فريق أول سلفا كير مياديت هذه الحكومة والأمن وبس الأمن في البلد.
The representative of Upper Nile State Governor, Dr. Antipas Daniel, assured importance of living in a peaceful as a one nation.
كل مواطنين ولاية على النيل تكون 13 مواطنات أنه ولاية على النيل ولاية تحتاج لجهود كل مواطن من ولاية على النيل، ونتمنى أن هذا العام كل الناس ترجع للولاية وتعمل يدا بيد واحد من أجل تنمية الولاية ومن أجل السلام ومن أجل التعايش السلمي في هذه الولاية.
The SPLM chief whip urged all Upper Nile State citizens to return back home in contributing in the development process, and she called on shallow community to stand firmly behind.
نحن كمان بنقول انه لازم نشد حيلنا وخاصة القيادات ان نشتغل من اجل السلام والمحبة والاستقرار في بلادنا. فطائفة الشلة الليلة مناطق البعيدة انه ربنا.
From that story, we are going for a break. Stay tuned for more information. Welcome back and thank you for tuning in. My name is Matiang Joseph. The Bishop of Catholic Diocese of Malakal, Stephen Onyodo, has called upon ruling.
Hundreds of Christians congregate by Stephen Nyodo Ador described the birth of Jesus as a sign of communication between God and human being. Bishop Stephen Nyodo called on the Christians to embrace the spirit of peace and togetherness among themselves. The Chief Administrator of Royal Administrative Area, Stefano Malek, urged the believers to forgive and reconcile one another.
Peace and reconciliation. Applying the power of forgiveness. I have two messages. To you in the Son. One is one to see. When you look behind, when you are doing a put on a hair, that is me. When you are doing me, the woman of the wheel, you will have the wheel of him. And she will have the power of the woman. When you are trying to die, you are not to do. So we have to work hard and make sure that we leave the rest of the generation. We only have to be
The The unique and colorful celebration aimed at receiving the Redeemer with the joy and contentment. Jackson Lagu, SSBC News.
Crossing to Kampala State, Dr. Ganeko joined South Sudanese refugees in celebrating Christmas at Namirembe Church, calling on them to be united.
Ganiko Baime, the Deputy Governor of Western Equatoria State, who also doubles as the chairman of the SPLM party in Western Equatoria, came to Kampala to spend the festive season with South Sudanese refugee communities in Uganda. Upon his arrival at Namirembe Church, the chairman of the SPLM party in Western Equatoria was received with rounds of applause accompanied by flowers given to him by the choir members.
Ono gani mudara bulkinani ngambere sungu ono kuchiku nizabaga kanisa woni pe wa pasini ate maybe kaporade go to bele afrafra aboruku ebe yelene ngai.
Speaking to the congregation at Namirembe Church, His Excellency the Deputy Governor said there is relative peace in Western Equatoria State that has allowed people to run their businesses smoothly without interruptions. He further said that the government of South Sudan has decided to hold general elections in 2024. Hence, he called upon all citizens to support the SPLM party and vote His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit back to power as the President of the Republic of South Sudan because of his dedication and willingness to drive the country back to stability and economic development.
Go gurariye kujamarani ka political parties amukuta kuchikupaka kinaganda rais ndio awalika kumatisha Fakiri Mayardit kinako akakora ka fuko kudunga president bali pana da gara bali bisui so chido garenga momo furani baliwe ganda rais dipehenga kupaga tigirire kuna da kamboe ka furani ni fa koro fa bolingara ishegwa koro.
Dr. Ganiko did couples of donations to support the church, and later on in the evening when he met with young people at Panza E-Business Center, a leading South Sudanese enterprise in Uganda, he spoke to Nelson Friday, the chairman of Budwe FC, to organize a football tournament on 27th December 2023 to bring people together and create an atmosphere of peaceful coexistence. He also vowed to pay 2 students to complete their last semesters that they failed to complete due to lack of school fees.
The Trinity Church of Sudan and South Sudan joined the rest of the world in celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, with Bishop Moses Moilwag Bol Moilwag calling on the people of South Sudan to forgive one another. A statement backed by the former Deputy Governor of Upper Nile State, James Tor Moinbun.
Pasan kida Yesu al-Masih naqbal innu waladu. La fi ikhtilaf fi tarikh wala ma fi ikhtilaf naqbal in Yesu al-waladu. Sabab al-jab Yesu al-Masih kan waladu yatu. Andar zakar inena ja dawo da lata. Lanu umehim. Sabab yere tini Yesu Kristo. Yesu Kristo achi yechu achi ne al-noel bi ba fi nam. Acha bi ban yedi Grateful
and thankful to the Lord, the Savior Jesus Christ, for him to be remembered in this date, the 25th of December 2023. I would categorically pass and wish Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to us. We believe and hope as we will be moving all along from January to December, where we will have our general elections. We believe and hope that the change of heart will continue to deepen in our heart, and that we will continue to witness peace. Since Christ is the Prince of Peace. Christ, the Prince of Peace, has actually been born to bring peace in our heart, in our mind, in our country. So as we remember him, the peace will prevail in our country, all the ways across our.
The chairperson of Ngong Lual Yak community in Juba, Engineer War Daniel Chuang Deng, has added his voice in congratulating unity and peace in the area. Pastor Philip Ajak Deng and church believe
عام سلام واستقرار وان شاء الله الانتخابات كمان تتم في موعده حتى يكون الامان والاستقرار في جنوب السودان مستمر ونحن
It is excitement for the children of the Lord to gather together during Christmas and have a celebration and give thanks to God.
Doubling the area, appealing for more humanitarian assistance. Ajang was speaking during his humanitarian inspection. The Commissioner of Rang County Grievances Commission, Walchol Munyok, also spoke to the media.
لو بتعمل معاه شغل كافي بنزيدهم، لو بتعمل شغل ما كافي يعني احنا بنحاول نوجهها ونتعاون معها مع العرعرسية هنا في مقاطعة الرادة، وحكومة الولاية عندها خطط حتى على مستوى الولاية، في لجان شغالة طالب بتستقبل برضه النازحين في الولاية هناك وبتحولهم توزعهم في ولاياتهم. الشعب بتاعنا هاي دولة السودان والوزير جه شعب بعينه والمفوض ذاته وصل هو بنفسه عشان يعكسوا حاجة ده للولاية. النطاقة ده للمقاطعة أكبر والمنظمات شغالين صباح ومساء ونزوه قبعة ونحن جينا عشان ناكل بعيننا وشلنا من جهة أمنيا في الحدود وجينا كلمنا مع ناس النزوه عشان يجونا والحمد لله الرأي بتاعنا بعد كده بيترفع لولاية من الولاية.
نحن كحكومة جايين في الولاية برئاسة الوزير، أنا كرئيس المفوضية جاي مع الوزير عشان نحن نجي نعرف المواطنين بتاعنا مشاكلهم وتواجههم في النزوح بتاعهم في النزوح الحرب الحاصل في السودان. فنحن بنوجه رسالة القوية أن السودانيين أو القادات المتحاربين إنه يضعوا أو يأخذوا صوت الحق إنه يخش.
The Commissioner of Malud County, Barai Lual Chol, has visited the area's hospital to share Christmas memories with the patients there, with the medical doctor at Malud Hospital, Malwal Ngor, explaining some of the challenges facing the county's medical facility.
هدف كامل الزيارة أساس إنه بمناسبة العيد نعيد لهم ونشوف إنه لو في ناس عندهم جرائم بسيطة المفترض ما يكونوا قاعدين في سجن. فعشان كده جيت عارف من مدير السجون الموجود في السجون هنا ادينا الريبورت كله، والآن عرفت إنه في ناس عندهم جرائم بسيطة. إن شاء الله بعد ما ننزل شغل طوال على نفس الشارع عشان هم قضاياهم بسيط بمناسبة العيد إنه تكون هدية للعيد.
نرسل رسالة لوزير الصحة الولاية أو القومي على إنه إذا ممكن الليس يكون في زيارة لبعض المستشفيات عشان زول يقدر يشوف، يعني الغاية دائما أنت تجي تشوف المطلوب شنو. يعني في بعض العواقب كثير قاعدة تواجهنا في مستشفياتنا، لكن ما قاعد يكون عندنا اتصال مباشر مع الجهات.
And in sports in Western Bargazal State, where the State Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, Mohammed Ali Goni called on the sports supporters to support sports activities in the state. He made remarks while addressing the closing of 30th edition of the Christmas Sports Tournament won by Ganthara team after beating Jazeera team 5-1 at Wow Youth Center. The State Minister of Roads and Bridges, Benicio George, and the Bishop of Wow Catholic Diocese, Matthew
إنه لازم أن إحنا ندعم الرياضة، لأنه يا جماعة عشان إن إحنا نصل للمرحلة ده ونصل بوضع ده في دعم أنتوا سميتوا، في ناس ما في حاجة بيمشي لقدام، عشان كده لازم أن إحنا يكون عندنا الشغل بتاع إنه كشعب بتاع ولاية.
وبجد استمتعنا بالشوط الأول. إحنا في الوزارة بتاعتنا الحاجة بنقدر نعمله إنه ندعم هذه الدورة.
مهمة خالص. اليوم نحن شاهدنا كرة القدم وفي رياضات كتار ممكن نحن نشارك فيه. والسيد الوزير كمان بيعرف إنه أنا كويس جدا في شيء ده بكون مهمة شديد علشان إنه يشاركوا فيه زي ما نحن شاهدنا ليلة برضه يكون في فرصة لكل فئات.
From me and the team, I am Mathiang Joseph, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more programs coming up.